Hey, hey, hey,
Hey,
Miss
it's your girl
Chinks.
Angie. You know, Beans is back. We are doing a special episode of Kitchen Table Talk, and we're here
Right?
tonight to give our comments on all the reality shows. It's so many trailers out right now. We
It's a
didn't
lot.
want. It's a lot. We have 4 shows to go over. We didn't want to spend all day yesterday talking about all the reality shows, so we said let's do a special show. Today is reality. We're still on for Kitchen Table Talk tomorrow night, and that will be Hot Topics. So, how's everybody doing? Let's do what we always do. What are we drinking?
Can I start? Can I start? I'm doing a Pinot
Please start.
Grigio. I'm doing Pinot Grigio because I got to lose a good 15 pounds, so I'm keeping it light, light. I'll
Is
start
that
on
what it is?
Monday. Hmm?
If we drink wine, we can drink wine on a diet. Is that what it
Uh,
is?
no, 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 no. I'm just drinking wine until Monday when I start my diet.
Oh,
So
so when the diet
I'm,
starts,
I,
nothing.
I'm, I, I'm just getting it in. What y'all drinking? Roll
Hey,
call for the
Kamisha.
drinks.
We see
Hey,
Kamisha. I'm
Kamisha.
drinking good old water. I'm saving my Stella Rose for tomorrow night. I know it's Stella.
Kamisha, I'm trying to be like you, Kamisha girl. I'm trying.
I have water. I might go out. I have some family members in town. So after this live, if they're back from the casino, I might hang out with them and I'll drink with them later. But for right
Right.
now, I just got the good old water.
The
Since
water
we
is
do
good. What else are you guys drinking?
no one in the chat is drinking right now.
Okay.
So they'll put
All right.
they'll let us know if they come in.
All right,
Since we
peeps.
have
Let's get
more
into it.
shows to go over, we have to get into it. You all can see the background. We're going to start with Ready to Love Miami, which will be back July 29th. It's right there on the screen. Friday, July on the Oprah Network. Okay. So
Nice.
I saw a little 2-minute trailer out there and I thought we could review it, but it was not really much to talk about in that trailer. So let's just look at the cast photo and be happy that in a few weeks we'll get Ready to Love back.
Right.
This
Right.
is the
Right.
cast of the Miami. When you first look at it, everyone looks sexy. They have their bikinis on. You know, everything looks tight and right.
Is that nephew Tommy in the middle with the train?
Nephew Tommy is in a suit like he's gonna pass out at the beach. I don't know what's up with Nephew Tommy, but yes,
Child. All right.
yes. I see a
Where's your
lot of
shirt, Uncle Tommy? You need a shirt.
I see a lot of eye candy on here. Um, I love a tall chocolate brother that looks like he might have played football. That's definitely my type. So I'm excited to see Ready to Love Miami. Um, what does the cast, just the initial look at the cast, do for you, Beans?
It rejuvenates me because Love and Marriage, was it in DC or Potomac? Like
It
it
was
was
supposed to be
blob.
Potomac.
It was blob.
Yeah.
This is Yeah, it didn't give me the moment. It didn't give me the moment that I was looking for. But this Miami cast, looking at the initial cast picture and the fact
Mm-hmm.
that it's going to be in Miami, it's giving me a push. Like I'm so excited for it. Like I'm so excited to see what it's going to give. Because last season was like humdrum, and this is looking like it's going to give, honey. It's gonna give.
So, Kamisha is drinking a beer. I think Kamisha always has her Bud Light. So
Well,
she
I was gonna
is
ask. So is it Bud Light or Corona, Kamisha? Like call out the specific beer, sis, so that we
hey
can know.
Evita is in the chat and she says she can't wait for Ready to Love. So
Me
we really don't have
neither,
too much to discuss
Evita.
about Ready to Love Miami except for the excitement that it is coming back. So let's move right into
Right.
Real Housewives of Atlanta where we can really talk about some stuff.
Let's get into
Now the
it. Can
other,
we talk about it? Let's talk about it.
let me get my notes so we can talk about it. Oh wait, my notes said to go to Belle Collective next. We'll do them next. We're gonna do Real Housewives of Atlanta right now. Now, the main part of this trailer, if you all didn't see it, you can go out there. I don't necessarily know if it's a mid-season trailer because they still have a lot more to go that was not featured in that trailer, but it seems like this is what you have to look forward to next type of trailer. The main part of it was She by Sheree. Will the fashion show happen? Will we have fashions? They're teasing. a moment of charade. They didn't send enough pieces like we thought they would. I'm telling you, Beans, Sheree cannot embarrass herself twice. I don't care if she has to go to Macy's and pull some stuff off the rack and walk some people down that runway. Angie ain't gonna know neither way because I really don't go to Macy's no more. So, Sheree, you better do something. If you got to go to the
Cheeks.
archive and pull a couple of pieces, you better have some fashions at this show. And then I thought it was joggers. What is it? Is she doing clothes or joggers or
I mean, the
water?
last reunion she was on, she was talking about joggers that were coming on spring, summer, fall, winter. We're going through all the seasons before she tries to figure out what she's doing and when she is doing it. But I will tell you this. I've been waiting for She by Sheree. Listen, I've been watching Real Housewives of Atlanta since the first season, and Sheree came in
Mm-hmm.
with She by Sheree. Like, I saw the fashion show with no fashions. Shout out to Dwight. And I've been waiting for the fashions. And Angie, Miss Cheeks, it looks like I'm going to still be waiting for these fashions. Like, where the fashions at? Listen, I cannot take Sheree seriously. And
If
that's
you
why I
do
know a
see
lot of,
fashion, are you gonna buy some? Will you support if you see fashions on our TV screen?
if if I see fashions, I will support, but I don't have confidence that Cherie is going to bring the fashions. Who thinks that Cherie is going to bring the fashions? Yes for one, no for two. Because I'm like, I don't see it. Like, we've given Cherie chance after chance after chance to show us what she's trying to do. Cherie hasn't come through.
Yeah,
Where are the fashions?
Sheree can have all the fashion she wants. I'm not supporting it. All I know is, girl, don't embarrass yourself twice. In the
But
trailer, we
Andrew,
saw the
you're not gonna support her if she comes through with the fashions. Like, if she comes through with the fashions, I will support. But if she comes through with the fashions, is it just a no for you, or like is
it's
it
a
a
no
no
for
all around?
I only support people that I like. You know, I have no desire to give Sheree any of my coins. And is Sheree even going to be conscious enough to have a plus size? I don't know. But even if
I
she did,
agree.
I don't like Sheree enough to give her whatever she's asking for her fashion. So no, I'm not
I
supporting
agree.
that. But
I
I
agree.
do support her not embarrassing herself twice with no fashions. That I do support that.
Well, you better call
Um,
Tyrone.
we'll get to that because we do see Tyrone in the trailer. But Apollo, Dwight, and Deshaun Snow will be making appearances
Ooh!
at this fashion show. Dwight and Deshaun are definitely a grab from the past. I can't wait
Was
to see
Dwight
them.
always this fine? Was Dwight
Yeah,
always
but
this fine?
no,
Because I'm
no.
looking at Dwight, I'm like,
I think he might
what
have
is it?
gained a little weight. He might have gained a little weight, not a lot, just a tiny bit to cover all the fillers he had. Like it helped fill in the fillers. Dwight back in the day looked overly worked with his plastic surgery. So I think it might have settled. He might have added a little bit of fat to plumping it out. But Dwight did look nice in the trailer. Yes.
So you agree with me? He looks nice now than he did when I was
Yes.
watching him season one or season two. Cause I'm like, ooh, you kind of fine, Dwight.
Deshaun looks amazing now too. I thought Deshaun looked good. And even Apollo still
She
looked
been
good.
look good after she divorced Eric Snow. Deshaun was doing it like, sis.
Yes. So I'm glad to see them
Deshaun been
back.
look good.
Let's get
Nice.
Ray in her fashions. Let's move over to Candy. There is a moment where Marlo tells Candy that you take care of a man. And Candy says, why don't you get a man? And then you can tell me how to
No,
take
no,
care of
no, no,
him.
no, 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 Cheeks. No, no. She didn't say don't get a man and take to let me take. Wait, she did not say why don't you get a man to tell me how to take care of a man. She said why don't you get a husband, and
Oh,
when
yeah,
you
she
get a
said get a husband.
husband, you can tell me how to take care of a husband.
Yes.
What's your
And the
take on it,
main
Cheeks?
thing the main thing that I like that Candy told Marlo is, I'm not Michelle Obama. If you want to go low, I'll meet you down there.
Bitch,
We
I
can
will go
get
lower, bitch. I will go lower. And with Marlo, you have to go lower. Because Marlo is in a space like, I feel like Marlo wants to be a genuine person and Marlo wants to have friendships, but Marlo also sees the bag and she needs to exist in the gutter to be able to keep her peace. And it's like,
this is
Marlo,
this isn't how you get to the
this
bag,
is not
Marlo. Not that
necessary. This is not
nobody wants to see you attack.
necessary.
No, I agree. Kamisha, I understand. Kamisha said in the chat she has to go because she saw who won POV, and that's Big Brother. So I
Uh,
understand. Kamisha, I know who got it too. I saw it too on Twitter.
Kamisha,
So we'll talk later.
Kamisha girl. Kamisha girl, we get it. I 100% believe that Marlo has been jealous of Kenya because I feel like Marlo comes for Kenya and it doesn't come from a place where they've had major issues. Like Marlo has been consistently evil to Kenya. I'm like, where does this come from? Where does it come from?
Can
So
we
I
get into
absolutely agree.
how Kenya checked Marlo? Because I don't know the content of these conversations they're having. It's just a trailer. But within the trailer, Marlo is saying, no one's going to take my nephews away from me. And Kenya snaps back and like, nah, bitch, because you gave them away. And I said, ooh. And then Marlo got into her feelings like, you're evil. How could you talk about you're evil? I'm like, bitch, you was the
You've
same
been
person that helped like
evil.
her.
Marlo
If
been
you
evil
can't
towards
dish with those
Kenya.
goods, you can't give them out. If you
Don't
can't take it,
dish it
you
if
can't
you
give
can't
it.
take it. Exactly.
Yeah.
Marlo been evil to Kenya. When Marlo said, "Oh, that's why your mother didn't even want you,"
Mm-hmm.
that is the lowest blow that you can take. You are gut bunching every insecurity that I've ever had. Listen, Marlo been evil to Kenya. Kenya is just not waking up and hitting below the belt as she should.
Well, no,
Shout
Kenya
out to
thought.
Kenya.
And see, this is another thing, and this ain't got nothing to do with Big Brother, but this is another friendship that only bonded over their mutual dislike of Portia. They never really truly apologized
Right,
and wanted to
right.
be friends. They just said, let's come together
They
because
were
we not with Portia.
they were
So
friends at one point. They were
in the
friends at one
beginning,
point.
but they
Nene
never
came into the
came back from that.
mix.
Yeah.
They never came back. The only reason why they connected is because both of them didn't fuck with Portia. So 100.
Oh, Beans, you dropped off. Candy needs to get like Kenya. Kenya just be going back and forth from Marlo. Candy, though, I'm reading this all out of order. How could Candy consider being cool with Marlo? I don't think. I think after this season, this Candy is done. Candy is
I
done
think it's
with
a
Marlo.
wrap.
I don't know how Marlo could come back because the main people aren't fooling with you.
But cheeks. From what you've seen from Marlo this season, do you think she's gonna get a peach next season?
I don't know. I don't know because me as a fan of the show that's watching it, this isn't the drama I want to see, but production might
Right,
think
right,
this is what we want to see, but it's not. What Marlo is doing is not what we want to see. I like organic drama. I don't want you just
right,
attacking people's marriage and stuff because you want a moment. Like it's not organic, so
right.
I don't know.
Yep.
But up next, we see a moment where Kenya and Sanya have a moment where Kenya is telling Sanya, "Be quiet, let me speak. You can talk." And some kind of way, is it Ross? Her husband's name Ross. Ross was like, "Hold up, don't talk
Ross.
like that." Now I appreciate that moment, but I didn't feel like Kenya said anything disrespectful to your wife to require the husband to jump in the conversation.
Let's be clear. Let's be clear. Kenya Moore can get gully as hell.
She
Moore
can.
will go. She will go beyond the belt. But in this moment, I'm not understanding where he like had to get up and like defend his wife because Kenya didn't really go in like that. And as a matter of fact, this season Kenya has been the mildest that we've ever seen Kenya. Kenya has always been the villain.
True.
Kenya has always been unlikable. Kenya is at her softest that she's ever been in this whole franchise. So when you guys say, you're not going to talk to my wife like that, listen, hold on. Before you puff out your chest, let's talk about you, your wife. You want to be married. wanting to have another baby with your wife Sanya saying, I don't want another baby. That's a situation y'all need to work out and leave whatever back and forth exchange she has with Kenya out of it. You got bigger
Okay.
problems, sir. You
And I
want another
kind of
kid or not?
what this person says. Is it Ty or Tay? I don't want to say your name wrong. I'm gonna say Ty. If
Ty
I'm wrong, put it in
Savage.
the chat. Put in the chat if I'm wrong. But she's like, and it could, I agree. I don't think it's editing because Kenya does not have a problem with checking your husband as well. And so I don't think Kenya was present when Ross might have said that because Kenya would have checked him the same way, if not even more.
Just like she chin checked Drew's husband. Just like she chin checked Ralph. Like, Ralph, this is why I don't like your ass because you remind me of Mark's trifling ass, honey. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't like Sonya. I thought I was gonna like Sonya more, and
I got it right.
I was
I
I
got
am I running ahead? What are your thoughts on Sanya? Like I thought I was gonna like her more based off the first or second episodes. What are
it's
your
not too
thoughts?
much stuff ahead in this trailer. It's just the Jamaica trip, and we don't really have to touch on that too much. Sanya is
Okay.
on the fence with me. Sanya right now is someone that I can like. I do like her,
She has the
but
potential of being a bestie in the head. Yes.
I don't like the storyline she's presenting because I feel like she's playing housewife instead of just being. Like she's playing a role instead of just being herself.
I agree.
Because the next part of my
Being
notes said
herself.
now telling
Exactly.
everyone I'm about to get my ID. What is the IUD out? I don't know the letters. I personally had a Mirena, or whatever it's called. She getting ready to get that thing taken out so she can get pregnant. So I'm like, girl, what was the hoopla all the first half of this season?
Yeah.
And now, like, oh, I'm gonna take it's the IUD out. Whatever.
It's an intrauterine device. It's going to be difficult for her to get pregnant after
Enter.
that. Intrauterine
Yeah.
device.
Okay. So
Uterine device.
IUD. So, okay. She getting ready
IUD.
to take that
Hmm.
out. She got some kind of contraction simulator she about to put on her husband and they play around with. Girl, don't nobody want to see that. We see that shit on TikTok. We don't want to see that. Hey, Confessions. Confessions is in the chat. Um,
Hey, girl.
so I don't know. It's I feel like Sanya needs a storyline. And the one that she's gravitating with is should I have a baby, should I not? It's not entertaining. So
No, it's not about not entertaining. I feel like she's reaching and she's trying to give us a storyline, and she really doesn't have one. It's not a genuine one.
she
Like she's
doesn't have
reaching. Like she's
she'd do
reaching.
better
It's a
just
reach.
being herself instead of playing
Being
with Drew
honest, being
with
herself.
this baby.
Exactly. Just show who you are. Like
It
I
makes
feel like
you
she's playing a
unlikable.
role, and you don't need to play the
Right.
role, sis. Just be who you are, and we'll be more endearing to you because you're being real. Right now, you're not being real. You're reaching.
So we got two more moments in this trailer. Up next, Marlo's mother hits the scene. And she says something about it didn't matter where you went, I always came looking for you,
Came looking for me, bitch.
but you didn't come get me and you didn't get
Bitch.
drugs. But I'm not gonna get into people's mother because I don't personally know that struggle and I feel for people who in that struggle. But Marlo, as nasty as you are to other people, Marlo, you make it hard for people to empathize with your struggle. Because you sitting up picking with Candy over bullshit. So it's like, okay, here you are with a real moment and we don't really care.
Hold on, cheeks. Rewind. How did Marlo's mom come looking for her? Like, let's really dissect this because I'm gonna be real right now. I am a product of the foster care system, and the reason why I got into foster care is because my mom and my dad they were married. My dad wasn't doing what he was supposed to do. My mom went to work. My sister and I went to school. My younger brother ended up at the supermarket packing bags. They called the cops. Foster care came, took us away. From that point on, my mom was visiting us every week. My mom fought to
To get
get
you back.
us back. Within 7, 8 months, we were back with my mother because she fought for that. How did Marlo's mom fight for that? And I feel like she didn't fight for that. And that's why Marlo is the nasty, disgusting individual that she is on our Bravo TV right now. So I'm gonna hold back, and maybe I'm wrong, but I've had the same experience. But my mom loved me enough to fight for me, my sister, and my brother. Got us back and kept doing the damn thing.
I think
What?
Marlo's situation is different because I don't want to speak on stuff I don't personally have experience, but from what I've witnessed,
Oh, what's your take on it?
my
Yeah.
take on when the parent is on drugs, it could be a little bit of delusion there. Your fight for is delusion. When you have an addiction and you aren't clean from that addiction, your
Hmm.
focus is on your next high. You might have thought you were fighting on your children, but if you were not clean and sober and fighting for your sobriety, you were not there for them. You were there for the drugs. And she seems to be clean and sober now, which is a good thing. But sometimes you have to sit in the reality of no, you were not there. You were getting high. And that's why. So Marlo's situation is a little bit different. And I think people like to pacify the hurt they put on people through their addiction and not really want to sit in it because they don't want to take that accountability. But again, I could feel for Marlo in her story if she wasn't nasty to other people.
Right. She's just so evil. I should be able to relate to Marlo as a foster care baby
Mm-hmm.
or foster care. No, not a foster care baby or child. As someone who spent time in the foster care system, I should be able to relate to Marlo, but I'm not that nasty towards people. I'm not
Well,
disgusting. I don't hit below the
since you
belt.
were in that system, if Candy Burris Tucker
Hmm.
gave you a bag of gently used clothes, would you feel like, damn, I'm always getting a bag of gently used clothes? Or would you be like, wow, Candy is giving me a bag of Versace, Gucci, Louis, Givenchy, and she only wore this shit one time? Like, how would you feel about that situation?
May may I be honest? Can we have a real conversation
Yeah.
about this? If Candy Burris, with Candy Burris's name, gave me two trucks full of used clothes, you know what I would do? I would wash them, I would iron them, I would fold them, and when I give them to charity, I would attach Candy Burris's name to them. I would not look at it as like, oh, hand me down, second down. Listen, this is a woman who's been successful, who's been entrepreneurial, she's got clothing that she probably wore once or twice.
She
And
only
thinking
wore
about
that
me,
once.
I would have been honored that she gave me her used clothes because she's not using it again. If she didn't give me those used clothes, you know where they were gonna go? In the trash, in the
Or to
dumpster.
Goodwill
That
for
would be
somebody to
an
give
honor
a
for
Goodwill
or
some
the
money.
goodwill.
That's all it's
Listen,
gonna.
Marlo was tripping. Marlo needs a moment. She's trying to have a moment. Marlo needs a moment because Marlo could have easily took those clothes, washed them, ironed them, dry cleaned them, whatever, and regifted them to the children. And I get what Marlo is saying because I'm a child that grew up on secondhand clothing. Yeah, because I didn't grow up rich, but the secondhand clothing was from older white Jewish women, and I had to make it work. Candy, Candy, I would have made it work if I had a nonprofit organization. I think Wallow is just trying to find any reason to come at Candy when Candy's trying to be nice. So, miss me,
That's
Marlo.
what that scene was about. And mind you, I didn't
Miss
grow up
me.
in a foster care system, and I still had a secondhand item of clothing passed to me in my lifetime as well. So it's nothing
You make
wrong.
the shit work, Cheeks. You make it work, Cheeks.
If
You
your
make it
mama said
work.
put it on, you
That's
put it on.
it.
That's it. So last and definitely probably least in the trailer, Tyrone shows up. I didn't think he was ever gonna make an appearance this season.
I bet.
I was
I
surprised.
guess you better call
Tyrone
Tyrone.
shows up.
Call it.
Sheree is demanding apologies, and
Oh,
I'm
Sheree.
on Tyrone's side. Whose side are you on, Sheree or Tyrone?
Can I be honest? I hate being honest 'cause I feel like I'm the bad guy when I'm honest.
Only be honest. We're here for honesty, and we don't have to always
I'm on
agree.
Ty- I'm on Tyrone's side. You're trying to, rope me into Hollywood, rope me into the spotlight. and I got certain regulations or conditions I need to follow so that I can keep this probation popping, so I can one day live a free life. Like I 100% believe that Shoei was trying to rope him into this Real Housewives lifestyle, and he wasn't ready for
That was
that.
supposed to be her
Like,
storyline. She got a man. That was supposed to be her storyline. He said, "Look, boo, I'm not, I'm not
I'm not here
risking
for
going
this.
back to finish out this 8-year prison so you could be on TV. No, ma'am. Now I want to know how he couldn't go to New York from Philly, but he could take his ass all the way to ATL from
Let
Philly.
me.
That's now I don't know how many miles that is, but I damn sure know it ain't 100. I know it's way.
Honestly, I don't think Tyrone is feeling Sheree like that. Like, he wants to be on the ride with, the Real Housewives and have fun, but he's not feeling like that. Truth be told, I have to agree with Candy. I feel like the reason he didn't meet up with Sheree in Philly is because he was with his real boo, that real baby mama, that real wifey, and wasn't fucking with Sheree and her Hollywood bullshit.
I
Am I wrong?
agree because when you put your thinking cap on, you be like, okay, you on parole, but you can't go to New York, but you could come to ATL for this bullshit ass She by Sheree. Probably got that shit from Nordstrom's or Bloomington Rack Fashions.
No,
No,
Sheree's
ma'am.
struggling. Sheree is struggling for a storyline at this moment, and we get it, sis. But girl, don't play in our faces, cause we know.
Oh, a little pointer pen. Okay, let's move on to the next one because Atlanta is gonna give us plenty of stuff to talk about, and I heard we ain't even seen a lot of other stuff, so I'm sure it's gonna be another trailer that pops up along the way. Belle Collective is back, and
Ooh!
one thing I want to say about Belle Collective, or I want to say about this Carlos King, he knows how to give us drama and put it in a way that is entertaining. Bell Collective is a good show. I'm more sad that it took him so long to bring it back. But this trailer, I'm like, okay, we're gonna have some stuff to talk about. Bell Collective, I
Yeah.
think, also will be back July 29th. So I think we'll probably see a Bell Collective
First,
Ready to Love matchup on July 29th. Which is strange because I thought Bell Collective would have picked up the Saturday spot, not the Friday. But it's whatever.
right.
Um, I got two sets of notes for the Bell Collective trailer. Let's go person by person because I have pictures. And so let's start with the one who I guess is the staple of the show, and that's
Yeah, let's do
Letitia
it. She's the
and her
lead.
man. The first thing I want to say about
Letitia.
her fashions, just even based on the trailer, her fashions and her wigs are 100% stepped up. Her body
Yeah.
right here looks amazing.
Right.
She's standing with her husband, but they are currently separated and wondering if a baby out there is actually his.
His.
So she has some drama that she's willing to share with us on this TV screen, which is what Marlo and the Housewives ladies, if you're not willing to put it all out there, get off the show. Because I don't
And
want your
that's
man
what I
to
like
have
about
no
Letitia.
beef.
Yep. And that's what I like about Letitia and the Bell Collective. Like, Letitia is my favorite, actually, of the whole cast. It's because she keeps it real. She's very transparent. She's like, listen, I'm a boss. I'm trying to do all these things for Mississippi, but I got a situation with
You
the
said
boo. Leti-
Letitia is the boss.
who, that was Letitia, right? The one that you
Letitia,
just
but
flashed. That was
I wouldn't call her a boss.
the reason why I would call her a boss is because she was looking to do that project on that strip in Mississippi. Like, she was looking to elevate that community. So I'm like, all right, you
Yeah,
give me boss energy, you give me entrepreneurial energy, but at the same time, she owns that her personal life is a little bit fucked up. Like, it's a little bit skewed. It's a little bit ghetto. Word to Nene.
I will give you that. She does
And
give
I
me
like her
boss
transparency.
energy.
That's why I like
She
her.
gives me boss energy,
Yeah.
but she does not give me a boss. I think she wants to do it, but she hasn't found her lane. Because I'm gonna tell you this: these women empowerment brunches, stop it. I don't want to see it.
They were
I'm
a
so happy
mess.
in the
They were a
trailer.
mess.
Some lady is like, "Don't invite me to this shit no more." That moment in time is over. They are now on to a new scam to get your money. We aren't empowering women anymore. We can tell ourselves we're enough. We can tell
Right,
ourselves
right. No, I agree.
information we need. We don't need your brunch.
Right.
So Tisha needs to find a lane. I feel like she has the energy to be an entrepreneur, but these brunches,
100%.
they're not
The
it.
brunches are
And
not it.
by season 3, she needs something else. Because I'm gonna be
Yeah,
over it. I'm gonna be over it season 2, but I'm gonna watch it.
I 100% agree.
Now, who's next?
Agree.
Let's get in. This is the one who I think is the boss for me. One of the bosses. This is Latrice, and I get Letitia and Latrice tongue tied all the time. But this is Latrice. She looks amazing. She is Goddess Links. I get people companies name wrong all the time. I got to be better, but I think it's Goddess Locks or whatever. She has the hair. Her hair looks amazing. Um, for the most part, her storyline this season is she got some new breasts. Congratulations. And her husband wants to have a baby and she don't want to have one. And I'm already over it because we done seen Sanya did it. We see them over on Love and Marriage Huntsville doing it. Girl, if y'all don't want to have these babies, just don't have them. We don't need to hear about it on the TV screen.
Wait, but hold on, 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 hold on. Before y'all got married, you guys didn't seek counseling. You guys didn't have these conversations as if, all right, we're getting married. This is what my family needs to look like. So I'm gonna say this. One of my cousins, shout out to you, Queen. She got married to her husband. She knew she wanted to have a gang of babies because she has like 6 brothers or sisters. So when she was getting married, she had this conversation with her husband. They went to the pastor, they had their counseling so that they were on the same page. So when I'm looking at all these reality show couples like the Sanias, like the Latrices, like, oh, I don't want to have more than one baby, or I don't want to have a baby. Did you all seek counseling or come to a resolution as to what you feel like your marriage should look like? And that's what's annoying. Y'all didn't have this conversation before you got married? Really? That
I
should
will
be one of
say
the first
this.
conversations you have.
It should be, but a lot of people, especially if they aren't getting married, not necessarily in the church, but by a pastor, don't seek counseling because it's not required. Because the only reason me and my husband did it is because the pastor that married us was like, "Look, I need to do a
Yeah,
couple of sessions with y'all before I marry y'all." That's the only reason we did it because we weren't looking to. Because you don't go into a marriage looking for counseling. You feel like we already in love. We got this,
we good.
and
We
you
good.
do have
Hmm.
to give people you have to give people the ability to change their mind. Because when me and my husband went into marriage, I wanted to have another baby because I only had my son. And my husband necessarily didn't, but he was open to it. So going into the marriage, we was like, we might have one more. But eventually we said we want to get our house first. We want to decorate our house first. And about time we did everything with our house, my son was in high school and I was over it. I was like, okay, no, we ain't got to have one more. So you have people can change their minds,
It's
but just
evolution. You
because they change,
evolve.
right? I just don't feel like it's an entertaining storyline, especially when the
I
husband
agree.
is 20 years older and has grown ass kids and probably has grandkids that he can bounce on his knee if he really needs a baby.
So what are we talking about? What are we talking about? It's a weak storyline. What are we talking about?
I feel like they don't have a storyline, so that's what they're rolling with, and I'm over it. I don't need to see another person on a reality show talking about I don't want to give my husband a baby. I'm over it.
I don't want it. I don't want it. I'm
Okay,
over it too, cheeks.
Evita in the chat wants to know what do we think happened to Antoinette the dentist. Antoinette the dentist is not there, and neither is her Karen ass friend, which I'm so excited about.
Antoinette wasn't messy enough. She wasn't messy enough.
It wasn't that. I believe I was listening to somebody, I want to say Color Me Pink, because she explained that Internet was supposed to be on season 2, but somewhere along the process of them getting into setting up production, she pulled out. And I believe it mostly had to do with she's a true professional. Like she's not just an entrepreneur, she's a dentist. She's working inside of your mouth. she's in a space where I don't want to be messy on TV and lose actual clients. Where
She
you can be
business,
messy,
business.
we still gonna buy your hair. You can be messy on
Yeah,
TV, we still gonna go to a methadone clinic if we need it. So she's in an actual business where, and I mean, I guess because they kind of messy on that Married to Medicine show, but I don't watch that. But I feel like she
oh
felt
yeah,
this show was getting messy. That's what Carlos gives, and that's what we like to watch. And within her profession, she didn't want to be there. And people were kind of dragging her for that. I don't
right.
want mixed kids. And it's I kind of feel like she just didn't want to put herself in that spotlight when she doesn't need to. She's a very successful woman without the show. So
Right,
I think
right.
that's what
I
happened to
agree.
Anthony. She was supposed to be there, but she pulled out. Who's
She
next that
bought
we're
out.
gonna? Yeah, she got out. Up next is the one I do like Marie because Marie has a very
Oh,
messy
not
life,
Marie.
and it's amazing. Like, I don't like her ways, but for a reality TV person, she's willing to put it all on the line, and she doesn't care. Marie is here in a bad blonde wig. Marie, take it
Well, not a
off.
bad blonde wig.
But Marie
Not a bad
in the
blonde
trailer
wig.
said blonde have more fun. And I agree. There's nothing wrong with being blonde. I got blonde hair in my hair right now. You have to find your shade. That's not your shade of blonde, Marie. Take the wig off. It's gonna bother me all season. Oh, did you see the trailer? She has the Nene Leaks finger waves. She has
Wait,
bad
hold on,
blonde
hold on,
wigs.
hold on. The oodles and noodles finger waves.
Yes,
The
she has
the
that.
oodles and noodles.
Yes, she
Oodles and
has
noodles
that.
finger waves.
Marie's hair is going to look a mess all season. Every scene I saw her in, she has this shade of blonde and some kind of Nene League style, and it's not for you.
So, what are your thoughts on Miss Marie? I felt like I should like Marie more because Marie is a Haitian name. So I'm thinking Marie Haitian. I did not like her first season. There was nothing about her that was redeeming, that was likable. Like I just didn't like Marie. So, what are your thoughts about Marie? And where do you think she's going season two?
I like Marie. I do. I don't dislike her because she gives me good TV. She gives me stuff to talk about because Marie
She
is
does go to the
probably
TV.
one of the few reality stars out there that puts all her shit out there.
Okay.
She's gonna have her mom on this season, and her mom is gonna admit that she liked drugs, and I think her mom still might be on drugs. I don't know. You know how they edit and splice them trailers, so I don't know.
You
Marie's
know.
putting. We done saw her son. He got 3 babies in the same year. She's putting it
And
all
she's
out there.
taking care of them.
She got a gay
She's
husband.
taking care of them.
She got all her business in the streets, and she does not care.
Cheeks. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm gonna let you go right now. But I got two sons. I got two handsome sons. They're in the kitchen right now. My sons got one time to knock up a bitch and expect for me to take care of their kids. Simon Timmy,
Yes,
they got me effed
she
up.
takes care of all of the kids and the grown ass son. The son is punching holes in the wall. Um, he wants to go
Not
far
punching
away,
holes in the wall. No.
away from the kids. And Marie is sick. I can't remember what sickness she has. Is it lupus? Like, Marie is not in the best health as well. Marie is putting.
Fibromyalgia.
I can't.
Ah!
I can't remember what her sickness was, and she still works, and she has real businesses.
Uh-uh.
I
Uh-uh.
She puts it all on the line. She gives us real things to talk about, not just I don't want to have a baby, but my husband wants to have one. Like, she's giving us real stuff to talk about.
Marie, and I agree with you, Miss Cheeks. Marie gives us good TV to watch, but I will say Simon and Timmy got one time to come up in my house with a pregnant woman for me to take care of grandkids because I'm too fly to be a grandmother at this age. But Marie, you give us a good TV, so I can dig it. It's good TV.
I agree. Who's next? Marie is also having a moment with her good friend Letitia. I'm gonna get that Letitia and Latrice tongue twisted. Y'all
Were
be
they good
prepared.
friends though? I don't
Well,
think
the
were they
thing
good
about
friends though. There
that,
was a lot of shade between the two season one.
well, Marie is shady to everybody.
Yeah,
She's
this
shady to
is true.
everybody.
This is
They're
true.
having an argument talking about you invited so and so and I don't like that bitch and I'm ready to go. And Letitia is like, well, bitch, you my friend. How you gonna leave my event? I agree with Marie. I don't care who's friends in the scenario. If I come to an event and there's a person there that may make me act out of character and I don't want to be out of character at that event, I'm removing myself.
Let
If
me know so I
you,
can remove myself so I can stay home.
right,
I go.
if you respect me enough and want to disinvite that person, fine, I will show up. But if that person has to be there and I don't want to stress myself out, I will uninvite myself and I will go.
Right.
And I feel like you
Right.
have to respect people when they tell you that. If
100%.
you're not going to come up and be like, oh, yeah, girl, you my best friend, I'll ask her to leave. If you're not willing to do that, you have to respect people when they say, let me go.
And I'm not comfortable, and it's a wrap.
And I agree. That was just a moment of the trailer. I hope their friendship doesn't fall out for this. But Marie is known
I
to be petty. From
agree.
last season, Marie is known to be petty and to fall out over anything. She'll fall out
Marie
over anything.
strikes me as someone that's hard to be friends with. She strikes me as
Yes,
someone who's hard to be
you have
friends
to
with.
be on her side. And she's kind of one of
Mm-hmm.
those needy people's like, you're on my team. You got to follow me. If I don't like them, you don't like them. I can't be friends with people like that.
Right.
I don't think she
Right.
likes no people in her life. Marie likes to be around yes people.
Right. I agree.
So let's see who's next. Let's talk about Tambra because I'm so freaking happy that her makeup has elevated this season. She is no longer wearing that light pink, pale, dead looking lipstick. She has let it go.
God is
I've seen her in
good.
a couple nudes with a little brown lip liner. And girl, I was telling her all last season, just put a little brown lip liner on and you could probably pull that pink off. But Tambra
Blend
makeup,
it.
Tambra makeup
Blend
looks
it.
amazing. Um, Tambra looked like she about to have a hard time this season. It looks like they about to make her work for this paycheck. The main
You
part of
gotta
the
earn that
trailer,
check though.
she about to earn this check because Tambra is back with old boy that she dated at the end of
The
last
ex
season. They went
boyfriend?
the
Is it the ex
ex-boyfriend. They're
boyfriend?
back together.
Ooh.
They're back together, but there is a woman who shows up in Letitia's office. Where does Letitia work again? But that ain't none of my business. But shows up in Letitia's office and tells her Tambra needs to have a conversation with me because that's my man. Now she ain't say all that, but that's pretty much what she was saying. And throughout the whole season, they throw this woman in events with Tambra and let her know, look,
Oh
I'm
my
I'm fucking your man. And
God.
everybody seems to know that Tambra's man is no good but her. So Tambra is about to be stressed this season. I kind of feel bad for her, but
I
girl,
don't
your
feel
man is
bad. When you're
good.
on this platform,
I would rather I would rather know than not know. Like
I
tell
like
me,
I like her. I like her. I like her, but I don't feel bad for her. Like you're on this national platform to give. You have to show the most uncomfortable parts of your life. Like we took it easy on you season one, but now give. We need to see the messy. We need to see the ooh, girl, you gonna take that? Girl, you're not gonna break up with him?
technically,
Girl,
technically,
what?
season one, Tamara didn't have a storyline. She was like the peacemaker. Oh, I want you all to be friends. Oh, come over here. Let's all be friends. I don't want y'all to fight. Like Tamara really didn't have a storyline season one. They're making her work
Should.
this season. They're making her work.
As they
And
should.
we see a lot of crying, a lot of I can't believe you did this to me. But whew, I'm telling you, Carlos,
It's,
he know how to pull the drama
she's gonna
out.
get more this season than she did give season one. So we're here for it. We're here and we're
And
gonna
if they
talk shit
have a
about it.
season
So let's
three,
go.
if they have a season three, which I hope they do, her spot is solidified.
Lego. Lego.
Yeah.
Lego.
Okay,
Let's
who's
go.
next? I think I got through all of the old characters. Let's get into two new ones. Let's get into this lady first because the last one I feel like
Mm.
is entertainment gold. This lady's name is Akeisha and I think her husband's name is Willie. These people have money because she's highly bougie. She's the one who told Letitia, don't invite me to no more of these empowerment things. She told Tisha her dishes was dirty. I don't eat off of dirty forks, dirty plates. Go on in the back and get some washing soap and wash these up. This lady, I think, might get on my nerve, but she might have valid points. I just don't do bougie people. And my mama says I'm bougie, but I don't think so. But
Why your mama say you bougie? Why? Why? Give me one example.
because I'm a girly girl and my mother is not. And my mother is into makeup, nails, hair, none of that. And she
Right.
kind of thinks I'm a little bit, she says maybe not bougie, just high maintenance, which I rather be high maintenance. I don't feel like I look down on people at all. This lady gives me, I'm rich and I'm looking down on you. You all are not on my level.
Oh,
That's what
okay.
she gives me. But she gets a clean slate. I like her.
We'll give her a
And I like
chance. We'll give her a chance to see what she gives.
I'm with anybody that will check Letitia about these damn brunches. Like, bitch, stop. Find something else to do. Go get your real
Right.
estate license.
Right.
Do something else but brunches. But
These brunches ain't
we'll
it?
see.
Yes.
Yeah, we have to see what these new bells are going to give. Now, I don't care nothing about this last lady, what she gives. I'm here for daddy. I don't care nothing about the wife. Sanjay's daddy is on our TV screen, and from what is that called? Bring It, the Dollhouse. He is entertainment gold. He is just naturally a funny person. I like
It's a
him.
personality. He's big.
He has the
Yeah.
person. Her name is So Gucci, and she's a personal trainer. So Gucci. I mean, I guess that's your nickname. But like I said, I don't care nothing about So Gucci.
Um,
Let's see, it's Sean Jay's daddy. What is his name? Is it Jay? I don't know his name. But did you see in the trailer where he said, and I heard that Cliff was sleeping with my ex-wife? I said, not Latrice's husband sleeping with Sanjay's mama.
oh, but you know what's unfortunate? I'm not surprised by it. That's what's unfortunate. That's what's really unfortunate. Because I can see it going in that trajectory.
Sanjay's mother
See?
is gorgeous, by the way. Like,
Yeah,
gorgeous parents. But
I agree.
he is entertainment gold. Carlos, out of all the bells, I don't care. I don't care. I like him. He is just naturally funny and entertaining, and not necessarily like messy. He's just a funny person.
Talented.
Yes.
And he knows
So
what we want to watch. Like he knows what's
yes,
going to drive us to,
yes,
watch.
yes. And the final scene of the trailer, Letitia is telling the stuck up lady, the bougie one, you begged for a seat at this table, so how you come to check me? You begged to be here. Which tells me that the stuck up lady might be rich, but she also wants fame. So she begged to be on the show.
Right.
And that's usually the case with
Right.
people with
Right.
money. They feel
Oh
better
yeah.
than
Oh yeah.
they're begging to be on the same platform as everyone else. So you're really no better. You just have a little bit more extra cash. But we're all
But at the
sitting
same
at the
time, they want the exposure. They want the cash,
they want the
the wealth,
exposure.
exposure. Yeah. I get it.
Yes.
I get it.
Yes, so that's Belle Collective season 2. Again, July 29th. It could be July 30th because
Right. I'm watching.
I kind of feel like Belle Collective should come on a Saturday, not a Friday, but
I
whatever,
agree. I agree.
whatever it
But
is.
I am watching. I love that show. I am
We are watching.
watching.
We are
Yep.
watching Carlos, and it looks like you got another hit on your hand. And I'm kind of
Right.
happy because I'm tired of this show. Let's go ahead and get into them last. Love and Marriage Huntsville. They won't be back until September. Evita can't wait. Okay, Evita can't wait. Yes. We're all looking forward to, and I kind of feel like Bell Collective should take that Saturday spot since Love and Huntsville not coming back to September.
I agree with you.
So
I agree with you. Fill the spot.
let's get into this super trailer because it is a mess. For as
Firecracker.
boring as the first half of this season was, the super trailer looked like it's going to make up 10 times fold. Because I can tell you right now, I haven't even
Right.
watched the last episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm tired and through. But the super trailer, I'm here for it. Let's get into the first thing we see. We see group marriage counseling. Off the rip, I don't feel like you can have true marriage counseling in a group because the secrets and true issues in a real marriage, you aren't going to expose in front of others to work out. So this is just something they do in play for the show. That's what I feel.
There's there's no balance. The dynamic is skewed. There's no way I'll be open and honest about my marital issues, my true marital issues with three or four couples. And then when you put Letitia and Marceau together, Letitia and Marceau are one of the fakest couples in all reality TV. They want to make it seem like everything is perfect. You cannot have a dynamic where they're with the Kimmys, where they're with the and whatever Tiffany's, Lewis and Tiffany's, they will never be genuine because between them in an intimate setting, just two of them with a psychologist or marriage therapist, they will never be transparent or real. So miss me with all that marriage counselor bullshit because none of what we see is real or genuine. Am I wrong?
I want to say this. We're gonna go through the super trailer. We're gonna go through it. I want to make this point so all the rest of my opinions will pull from this point. At this point of Love and Marriage Huntsville, Martell and Melody had drama that was so real and so nasty, gutter, destruction of a marriage on national television that I feel like everyone else is now playing with their marriage. I don't necessarily I've never liked Marcel, so I ain't never had nothing nice to say about him, no way. But I feel like now Kimmy and Maurice want to play with their marriage, I guess, for a little bit of drama. We need drama to stay on the show. The Whitlows are definitely playing with their marriage to
Oh,
stay
they're
on
definitely playing in
TV.
our faces. Definitely playing in our faces.
So for the rest of this review, I'm going to give my opinion, but I'm going to give it as if I'm watching a scripted show because a lot of this I don't believe is real. So I'm just going to give my opinion like I'm
All
watching
right.
The Shy or P Valley or something like that because a lot of this I don't believe is real. So
It's
Lewis now
scripted.
says, how can Dr. Francis dissect me and tell me my marriage is a game after only knowing me for 6 seconds? And then Kimmy chimes in and says, well, you did it to Marceau. I mean, Kimmy is right, but when did Kimmy ever go so hard on Marceau's and Tisha's marriage? Will she ever fight for them? Um,
100%.
this next part of the super trailer shows me why Melody does not fuck with Tisha 100%.
Can we talk
Tisha,
about it? Can we talk about it, Cheeks? Can we talk about it? Because everybody wants to know
Tisha,
Mel. Everybody wants to hate Mel just to hate Mel. But let me tell you, Mel is not the biggest villain in this fucking story, and y'all gonna miss me with that bullshit.
oh no, I don't hate Melody. I don't hate
Let's talk
Melody at
about it. Everyone was, oh, Mel is the biggest villain. All
all. Let
right,
me
I'm
tell
gonna shut
you this.
up. I'll let you talk.
Everybody got on Destiny, and I ain't gonna go down that rabbit hole, but everybody's like, oh, well, Destiny and Martell were friends first, so Destiny can't stop being friends with Martell. When the fuck was Tisha and Martell friends? Martell and Marceau are friends that go to ATL and cheat on their wives together. Was Tisha and Martell friends? Why is Tisha sitting in Martell's face talking about what did she say? Mama Van posted a picture of her in her teen wife shirt. Who gives a fuck?
Hold on. Can I say something? Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Can I say something? Mama Van posted the shady picture of T, and I'm not even gonna say it's shady. I'm gonna say is Tisha is less intelligent than a fifth grader because at the end of the day, Tisha was trying to be shady, posting the teen
Tisha
wife
came to
shirt
the
that
event to be
Mel
shady.
that Mel
She wore it
created.
to the event to
That
be
Mel
shady.
created.
Yes. Tisha
Tisha
wore the
wore it to
shirt
the
to be
event.
shady.
She wore it to the event to be
Even.
shady. And all that Miss Van was pointing out is like, bitch, you trying to be shady, but my daughter built those line of t-shirts. So that's number one. Number two, as disgusting as Miss Wanda has been to Mel for no reason, Miss Val has this one moment where she's like, let me pounce. Let me give it to you like this. Let me throw my shade. And now Miss Val is like the wrong one. When Miss Wanda has spoken on some, Miss Wanda has said that uh uh uh, uh, uh the pretty girl, the young Sugar Mama
Yep.
does not belong to Martell. She said that Sugar Mama is ugly. She said that Mel's babies, they don't have any hair. They have short hair. Miss Wanda has been
She
so
said
fucking
her children are
disgusting and
jealous of
brutal.
her grand because they don't have good hair. That came out
Fucking
of Wanda's.
disgusting and brutal. Miss Van stands up and does one thing. She retweets Tisha's slow ass in the shirt that Mel produced, and now Miss Van is the bad guy. She's the bad guy. Like, y'all, listen, just say y'all don't fucking like Melody, and we'll understand y'all don't fucking like Melody, and we'll understand it. But for y'all to be coming at Melody and acting like Miss Wanda, Letitia haven't been a fucking problem, stop playing with me. Stop playing with
It was
us.
written in my notes. I said no one has been more gutter than your mama, Tisha. So
No one.
I her posting a team wife shirt. Now,
That's the
Evita
least
said
shade she
she
can
to keep the
deliver.
shade
That's the
Melody
least
deserves.
shade she can deliver.
She better be happy that Miss Van is not as low in the gutter as Miss Wanda because we would have grandmas on the TV fighting.
Evita,
Because
girl, I
there's
love
some
you, but
that
I
will
was
meet
not
you there.
here for Tisha shade. Tisha and Miss Wanda have been coming for Melody, and I've never understand where that hatred came from. I never understood it. Because if you're gonna tell me, oh, Melody tried to destroy my marriage, what has your mama
Nobody
been doing?
tries to destroy
What
your
has?
marriage more than Miss Wanda. So
Thank you,
Letitia
thank you.
in that household live in a delusional land. Tisha
They
has
do.
been warped under some kind of spell
I
for the longest
agree.
time. So Tisha is not the person I look to for the source of reason. Now, I'm not mad at
But
anybody
Cheeks, I
who
have one question for
okay.
you. Do
Mm-hmm.
you think Do you think like that Letitia knows that Marceau is cheating and is looking the other way? Or she's really just that dumb? Like, what's your opinion on that?
Let me tell you what I truly believe in this situation because I do agree with majority of social media. Where are the receipts? Because the side chick would have spoke out by now. I believe that Marceau has cheated on Letitia at some point in the past on their relationship, probably way before they began filming this show. Cheating is something Letitia has experienced. She knows it. Marceau knows it. Everybody in Little Ass Huntsville knows it, but don't nobody want to say nothing for whatever reason. I
But she know
feel
what it
like
is. She know what it is.
Marceau, you have to listen to what Marceau says, and he tells on himself all the time. Marceau is only worried and explaining the current. I'm not doing anything now. He never, whenever someone wants to speak up about his past, like what's the cousin name? Kiki. Oh, he pounced and shut that down real quick. I don't understand why they
Real
want to
quick.
have this
Say it.
squeaky,
I will shut
squeaky
all this shit down.
clean
Say it.
of a marriage
Child.
when it's out. And let me say this. And let me say this. I don't care if your husband has never looked at another woman outside of your marriage. I don't care. You can have the most faithful husband on this planet, Letitia Scott. The way your husband treats you, talks to you on this camera, the way how he just respects you when you're barefoot, pregnant, and cooking and looking after his
We already
children.
see it.
I don't like that. He disrespects you on camera. Forget the cheating. But like I said, if you like it, girl, I love it because it ain't my man. It's not my man. So I don't get as invested as some of these super fan groups get in. Like they act like Marceau was their man
Right.
and they defended him to
Yeah.
the death. He's not my man.
Girl, you know
He's
you
just
could. Like, that don't got nothing to do with me. I'm not married to Marcel.
Marceau is not my cup of tea from episode 1, season 1. I just don't like men that act like that. I don't
No.
like the misogyny. I don't like the backwards ass thinking. I don't like men who want their women cooking and cleaning and not having a mind of their own. Marceau has said this about you on this show. So I just don't like him. But girl, if you like it, I love it. Because some women, and it is their right and their prerogative, like being submissive to their men in that way. Some women believe that's what marriage should be. And if that's what works for you, work it out, boo. But it does not work for me, and I just don't enjoy watching it on
Yeah.
my television screen. So that's how I feel about Tisha and Marceau. Like, I
Yeah.
really don't care if he cheats or not. I believe he's a cheater. But even if we take that, because that's everyone's argument. Where's the receipts? Why ain't nobody said? If we take that all off the table, I don't like Marceau,
We see it, girl.
period.
Yeah.
And he could be the most faithful man in the world. Faithfulness is not the only thing that brings you love.
Right. Right. All
It's a
right,
lot of faithful
Jinx.
men. A lot of faithful men will come home and whoop your ass. Does that mean that's a good man? Because he ain't cheating and he
Right.
coming home
Right.
whooping your ass. Like, faithfulness is not the only thing that determines a great relationship.
It's only one element. Yeah.
Only one. Mel, I feel you, Beans, but I don't like the fact that Mel thinks everybody man is cheating because hers was. Evita,
No, and that's it. Okay, let me jump in here. Vita, I get what you're saying. And I feel like that's the narrative that everyone's running to. Mel thinks that everyone's man is cheating because hers is cheating. But you have to understand, like, we have this revisionist history. Everyone was dragging Mel as if their husbands weren't potentially doing some shit. Mel is not saying every man is cheating. Mel is saying, child, I know what your man is up to. I'm not going to spray you because I don't want to be completely unlikable. But please don't act like my situation is remote and foreign to me. Because y'all need to look at the way y'all guys. When you look at Kim and Maurice wants Kim to have sex twice a day, every fucking day. He's setting the shit up for him to get a fucking linebacker to fuck
save
twice a
that for
day.
tomorrow. That, that's the topic
Okay,
for
I'm
tomorrow.
sorry. I'm sorry. Evita, girl, we'll talk tomorrow, Evita. But stop making Mel the enemy because she's spraying y'all hoes with the same spray that y'all were spraying her with seasons before.
No.
But Evita,
The
girl, I love you,
topic
girl.
for
Please
tomorrow
stop
is
by
just
tomorrow.
that
I love you, girl.
cheating, Marceau, not Maurice needing sex twice a
I'm gonna
day. We're
stop.
going to
I'm
talk
gonna
about
stop.
that tomorrow. But to address this,
Moving on.
I want to address you, Vita, because I love you, Vita, but I just don't agree with you in this comment. I don't think Mel wants everyone to feel like their man is cheating. I feel like Kimmy is saying this to deflect
Thank
from
you.
that Maurice was in ATL with a linebacker however many years ago. So I don't I forgave my man for cheating on me with that linebacker. So let's let it. Kimmy wants to let that go.
Can I say something? Can I say something? Can I say something?
Mm-hmm.
Kimmy was having a conversation with Mel, and Mel was talking about how she had this wedding planner that was
Yeah.
planning the wedding for her and
Melody was talking about
Martell.
Melody.
Melody said like 2 weeks before her wedding, Martell and the girl had this big argument. It was the three of them, and the girl was spraying Martell like, "You've been fucking Melody. It's 2 weeks before the wedding. I'm quitting. You've been fucking." And Melody was telling Kimmy the story. Went back in the confessional and said, "Oh, Mel told me the story about Martell cheating 2 weeks before the wedding. Not every man cheats. Kimmy, that's not what the story That's not what the story meant. The story meant I was about to marry this man. I did not believe his friend who told me he was cheating. He told me he was cheating on his ass. The 20-year-old Melody thought he was making everything up. 30-year-old Melody said, "Oh, bitch, I should have listened to her." You know what Kimmy did? Kimmy brought that to the confessional and said, "Oh, Mel told me the story, but not every man cheats." She did not say every man cheats. She said at that moment, 20 years ago, she was put up to game. She did not believe that game. She should have believed that game. For Kimmy to turn around and make it seem like Melody was telling the story about how all men, Melody did not say that. Melody said the 20-year-old Melody should have understood, yes, Martell was fucking cheated on me because now she
She
sees
said
it.
the
A
20-year-old
divorced
Melody
woman
should have
with
believed.
4 babies later. Thank you.
But at the
But
end of the
everybody
day,
wants to hate Melody and say, "Oh, Kim, Kim said not everybody cheats." Mel did not say everybody cheats. Mel said I was a stupid bitch. Paraphrase: I was a stupid bitch. I did not believe what the friend said, and I should have.
yes. And let's put a
Like
bow on
y'all
it with this.
just trying to hate Melody. Like,
Let's put a bow on it with this. Only hit dogs holler. And
thank you, Cheeks.
put a
We're
bow on
gonna
it.
end it on that.
Yes. But now we have to get into um Marceau. I guess Marceau, I didn't see it because I don't follow all them on social media and I ain't got the kind of time to follow their foolishness on what they be posting.
Child, we
But
working. We got
Marceau
jobs.
posted something that said Vanessa Scott. Huh? Oh, you have froze for a second. Marceau posted something that said Vanessa Scott, Mrs. Vanessa Scott, which I'm sure is another reference to Melody's mama fucking around with their brother. Who cares?
Miss Van.
Kimmy took
Mm-hmm.
Kimmy took a screenshot of it and I guess reposted it. And Mama Van feels like Kimmy was being messy and she got to go talk to Kimmy. And I'm like, this is 100% fake. This is 100% fake. Mama Van is not a confrontational type of mother. And you all
I
have already
agree.
addressed the you messing with the brother thing. We all believe you slept with their brother at some point in time. But at the end of the day, y'all were all grown. You can sleep with whoever you want to.
Right. You
So
whatever
I
you
feel
want,
like
child. My kids are grown.
this little scenario of Kimmy posting pictures, and let me say this before we move on in the super trailer. Before the season started, Marceau went on a whole bunch of rants about how he cannot stand his brother Maurice. And his brother Maurice is the worst husband on the show. He treats Kimmy like shit and all of this. Plus, Marceau was the one who posted the picture. I now believe a lot of the shit they do on social media is just to drive us to this show and to watch it because I have not seen a moment so far of Marceau and Maurice having any kind of breakdown in their brotherhood for him to go on that kind of rant. And in this super trailer, I don't see
I
where
agree.
they have some kind of breakdown. So I feel like Marceau did all of that for a show.
I agree. For exposure, to make his storyline even more interesting. I agree. Or to deflect
So
what's going on with him and Letitia's situation.
so a lot of these screenshots, uploads, that's why I
Now,
can't
please.
follow it because
Please.
a lot of this shit be bullshit. And
Right.
I really don't have anything to say about the Mama Van Kimmy saga that's gonna come up. I'm gonna look at it probably on fast forward because I don't believe it.
Hold on. So I have one question, Cheeks, before we move on. Like, did you see the trailer where like they were fighting and Mel was like, Martel, your kids are watching. Like, where do
Oh
you think
yeah,
it's gonna go from now? Like, the show is totally different from.
that's my last page of notes. Let's jump right into it
Okay, all
because
right,
that's
all
what
right, all right.
we're to
Yeah.
talk about. Let's jump right into the last part of the super trailer.
Like, where's the show going?
Melody walks into Madani, which is Destiny's beauty supply store, to go speak to Kimmy. I don't understand why, if your mama just said she was kind of beefing with Kimmy, but whatever. She had to go talk to Kimmy.
Yeah.
And she walks
Yeah.
out, and Destiny is in her feelings. Bitch, why you walking to my store and can't speak? I should have put you out like you did,
But
Letitia.
hold on. Did Destiny check Mel when she walked into the show, to the store? Because Destiny should have Mel as soon as she walked into the store. Because I saw Destiny try and check Mel when she walked out of the store, and that's not the time, sis. Like, check that bitch as soon as you see a violation. But I could be
No, no.
wrong. Am I wrong?
This is what I would have done. I would have never let that bitch know I was pressed. Yeah, walk in,
Oh,
say hi, and walk out. I wouldn't have gave her the opportunity to know that I was
your
pressed,
presence means
that you did not
nothing
speak to.
to me.
Destiny is more
Nothing,
pressed
bitch.
because
You can come and go, bitch.
she
I'm
knows.
still fly.
Right, you want I would have never gave I never give anyone the satisfaction. I did in my younger days. I did, but now
Mm-mm.
I'm never gonna give you the satisfaction of knowing you got under my skin. Like
I don't see you, bitch.
you have to do something really, really, really off code, like say something about my child or my mama. But if you just walk in and
I
don't
don't see
speak,
you, bitch.
right, you ain't speak to me, I ain't speak to you. Okay, keep it
We
pushing.
good. We 100. Right. We 100. Destiny,
It was
girl.
Melody that was disrespectful because it only takes 2 seconds to be
I
like,
agree.
"Hey, girl," and then go hug Kimmy. That was disrespectful, Melody.
I
But I'm
agree.
just, if I was Destiny, bitch wouldn't have known I was pressed. Mm-mm.
It was disrespectful of Mel because Mel could have taken 2 seconds. Hey, Destiny, walked right over
You
to
ain't even got to be
Kimmy.
fake. Just be
But
like, "Hey," and go hug Kimmy. You ain't got to be fake.
hey,
Hey,
or head
go
the
hug
head
Kimmy,
nod.
and that's it.
But Destiny, for you to
But
try and check Mel while she was walking out the store, girl, that was weak. You
now
was
the
weak.
point of the whole super trailer is when Melody walks away, she's paying Destiny dust. Like, bitch, I don't even hear you back there. Oh, Wanda, you here. Let me get into your
Wait,
ass.
she walked up on Miss Wanda. She said, "What is your
She
problem?"
said,
And
oh,
I was here for
here?
it.
What you got to say about my
What is your
kids?
problem? Mm-mm. Because you got so much to say on social media, but now I'm up in your face, child. I was here for that moment. Because I feel that walk up was something that Mel been owed Miss Wanda's messy ass. And I'm sitting here looking at that scene. I'm like, Letitia, you're not embarrassed? Because in that, I would never let my mom be in a situation where I got some beef with some next bitch and my mom's jumping in. I don't need my mom to jump in for a motherfucking thing. Let me make this 100% clear. If my mom was still living in this day and time, my mother would be able to jump in and check a bitch. But at the end of the day, I don't need my mom to do that. And if my mom tried to, I would check her ass. Mom, sit down. I got this shit. Letitia is not a grown ass woman like that. For
No,
her to be in this situation with her mom and look, Martell's ready to knock a bitch out. Like, Letitia, that's on you. That's your mom.
look,
The fact that your mom is in this
Tisha
situation
co-signs with
speaks to exactly the fact that Letitia's mom is in this situation with Mel speaks to how weak of a bitch that Letitia is.
no. It
Am I
speaks
wrong?
to that.
Am I wrong?
Tisha co-signs to everything her mother says. I can guarantee you, in a private setting with no cameras, Letitia and Wanda have kikied about, oh, yeah, she
Oh
went to go
yes.
hug daddy. Letitia has no
Oh
problem what
yes.
says. Miss Wanda is Letitia's mouthpiece, and she agrees with everything that Miss Wanda does. And
I never needed my mom to be my mouthpiece. I will handle my shit when I need to handle my shit. As far as putting my mom in this mix, in this situation, Letitia, grow a backbone,
but no,
some
I
self
agree
esteem, and a
with
brain.
what Wanda says. No one, I don't believe anyone can control Wanda. I don't. I think Miss Wanda has been like this her entire life.
Yeah,
She has been checking people for Letitia's entire life. This is their dynamic. This is how they roll. This is what they do.
but I would never put Wanda in a situation with my friends. I would never put Wanda in a film situation with my friends. If my mom was like that,
You
my
wouldn't.
mom knew she did. Uh-uh.
You
But I would
wouldn't.
never put my mom in
I,
a situation where somebody's gonna walk up on my. Because listen, as much as I love Mel, if Mel walked up on my mom, Mel's getting fucked up. But at the same time, I understand why Mel needed to walk up on Miss Wanda because Miss Wanda deserved it. But I would never put my mom in a position where somebody could walk up on her. Listen, I got this. You got beef with me? I'm not sending my mom after you. I'm a grown ass woman.
Yes, we would not put our mothers in that situation, but my point is, I feel like Wanda likes that. Wanda likes to
She
fight.
does. Yeah.
She likes to
Yeah.
be ghetto and gutter.
Yeah.
And
She's
Tisha,
got
if
her.
that's their dynamic, if this is what Tisha is used to her mother doing, is fighting her battles. And her mother looks like she loves to fight. And I feel like Miss Wanda probably can fight. And she probably has whooped many of asses out there in Bessemer, Alabama.
But
But
when does Letitia fight her battles? When does she
she
fight her battles?
Letitia's in her 40s. I believe she's just a few years younger than us. She's
Yeah.
at least 40 or 41.
Yeah.
If you have lived on this earth for 41 years with your mother fighting all of your battles, you don't know any other way to maneuver. That's why when Marceau is always like, come check your mom, Tisha's always in the background, and
She had
ha
no
ha.
idea. Yeah.
She never checks
She
her
had no
mother because
idea.
that's what her mother does. And Miss Wanda has already said, can't nobody check her. She gonna do what she want. That's why I've
Uh,
always said, isn't it a
on
fact that
Huntsville,
isn't it a fact
nobody
that
can
Miss
check
Wanda
her on
had Tisha
Huntsville.
around
I wish
14
she
or
would bring that
15?
energy to Atlanta.
Mama Joyce, Auntie Bertha, and Auntie
Mama
Norma,
Joyce would obliterate child. They
they
will
jumped
obliterate her
Wanda.
ass. But child,
They jumped
okay.
in Miss Wanda. So we can't bring that to Atlanta. But I forgot my point. At some point, didn't Wanda say, can't nobody check her?
She did.
And I believe she even said it to Kimmy. Oh, my point was, didn't Miss Wanda have Tisha at like 14, 15? Which makes it, if Miss Wanda is 55, 56 at the most, I know she was a teenage mother. If she
Yeah.
only 56 and I'm 40, you can get this ass whooping. That's not an age gap. Because see, like my mother is 70. So no, you're not about to jump on my 70-year-old mother. But at 56, I could whoop your ass. We in the same age group. So I'm here for
Right.
Melody
Right.
and Wanda. I agree. She should have checked
Right.
her many, many, many episodes, seasons ago.
Way back. Way back. Way back.
But
Way back.
we see the melee that unfolds. I don't
It's a
know. It's a
mess. It's a
rumor out there that
mess.
Keisha swung on Melody. I don't believe it. I believe if anybody swung, Wanda swung, and
Yeah.
everybody jumped in so nobody would hit Wanda because she is still 56.
Yeah.
However old she.
I don't think Letitia swung. I think if it's anyone, it was Miss Wanda trying to swing. But listen, Martell looked like he was trying to knock somebody out behind Mel. So child, please, y'all can play around if you
Oh, that's
want
the
to,
remote.
but
Chris probably did that. Oh, I'll see if I can find some. Okay, it's okay. You about to go? Yeah, I didn't want to disturb you. It's okay. Um, keep going. I forgot what you were saying. Oh, that's Andrew.
wait, we were
Your,
at Wanda and
your
Miss
sound.
Mel.
Okay, I can hear
Okay.
you now.
Do you hear me? Do you hear me?
Yeah,
Do you hear me?
it's going in and out.
Okay,
I
okay.
can hear you now.
All right. I'm on my Bose headphones.
It's
All
okay. I
right, what
got
more
you
we
right now.
got left, Miss Cheeks?
That's it. Just talk about the melee of the brawl that broke out after Melody confronted Wanda, where it seems like
Woo!
Maurice jumped in at first, like trying to break it up, and then
Maurice
Martell.
jumped in it, and Martell did one of them Hulk. Ooh, and then Marcel. It's gonna be a mess, which is crazy because the show started off so different, and it's so
It
different
did.
now.
It went very love and hip
I
hop,
hate
very.
that. Yeah,
It
it
went
was
love and hip
giving love and
hop,
hip hop. It was.
but I It is very unfortunate. And let's answer the question that you asked earlier. Where do they go from now? Because we've seen Martell and Marceau fall out over the 20 women and come back together.
Yeah.
We've seen men in our own personal lives fight, fist fight. Men are usually able to make up faster than women.
Yeah.
Can
I
these
agree.
men come back together? I've heard that all of the Scotts have unfollowed all of the Scotts, Holtz, whatever their name is, and they're no longer filming with each other. Will there be a season 5? Will there be a
Wow.
reunion?
I don't
Can they
know.
sit
I
on
don't
the same
know.
stage and do a reunion?
I don't know. I think at this point they may have to transition to DC to see what DC is giving, and if they're going to develop a Love and Marriage Atlanta, we'll see. But I heard the face of Love and Marriage Atlanta was going to be Mel, but I'm not sure how that's going to be,
I don't know how that's going to
but
work unless
because she's not married.
Martell
So
ever would sign off for the kids to be in Atlanta with Mel. I don't know if they are at that
yeah,
point yet.
I doubt
You
they
saw they
are.
just
I
went on
doubt they are.
vacation together. That's a
I
topic for
did, and
tomorrow.
then Miss.
Save that for tomorrow.
Okay, Miss Ariane, you're a disgusting ass dumpster pussy bitch. Like, girl, why you so
You
mad?
already heard
All
what
right,
I
we'll talk
said. I
about this
said
tomorrow.
no. The
You fucking
vacation topic.
disgusting bitch.
I
Talking.
said Mel
Oh,
have to,
okay, we'll
I would
talk
have
about this tomorrow.
to
But
with Ariane, but that's just me. You can only poke at
hold on,
someone for
hold on, before we go on to tomorrow, is Ariane with Martell for her to be
no,
so mad at Melody? Oh, so
no.
what's her point? What's her point in
Martell
life?
has never
In breathing.
Martell has never claimed Ariane, as far as I know, as a partner. She's always been a
So I'm not
peasant,
tripping. Is it you
a
tripping or me
side piece,
tripping? Because no, it sounds like none
a
of us is
love
tripping right
buddy,
now.
now a baby mama, but he's never claimed her as a partner. I agree,
So why is
Evita.
she so mad at Mel? Like, why is she so mad at
She's always
Mel?
been mad, like any other side piece. They mad because she's mad now that he left her and I still ain't got him. He left her and he still probably wants to be with her. That's why she's mad. But I agree, Evita. I need a reunion. I just don't know if they can all sit on a stage together.
I
I'm
don't
sure they
know.
can.
I don't know the future of the show. But I don't know the future of the show. Like, it came from elite to gutter butt. So I don't know I don't know what's going on.
Heard that the
It's gutter butt
show
right
is going
now.
to spin off into the Scots. It's going to be all the Scots and maybe some more of Tisha's family.
I am not watching the
I don't
Scots. They're
want to
not
watch.
transparent enough. They're so fake. Like that's all well and good, but I will not be watching the Scots.
Nobody
Mm-mm.
wants to watch season after season of determining if somebody's husband is cheating or not because that's all they give.
Shit
That's
is fake.
all
Yeah.
television.
Uh-uh.
And Kimmy and Maurice could have been fired. As much as we love them, they've never had a storyline, to be
No,
honest.
I agree. I agree.
And Kimmy and Maurice definitely will not be transparent enough. You want to talk about transparency? Those are the two y'all need to be pointing the finger at. But y'all
Right.
just let them get away with it because y'all used to be in camp, come back, or whatever. But no, those two have never
Right.
had a storyline.
Right. Right.
But
Absolutely. But they were
tomorrow
fan
night,
favorites. Especially Kimmy was the favorite.
Kimmy was the fan favorite because she kept it real. But
Right.
Kimmy is refusing to keep it real over this linebacker, so that fan favorite is changing.
We see
That
you.
part.
We see. Hold on. Watch this. We see you. All right, girls. So
So same time,
tomorrow
same
at
place.
7 o'clock my time, 6 o'clock your time.
Yeah, 6 o'clock Central. Tomorrow will be all hot topics. We may have a few discussion points that are pulled from a reality show, but we aren't necessarily talking about the reality show. So tomorrow will be all hot topics.
Yes.
2 weeks worth of hot topics. We're still going to try to keep it in an hour because we have Real Housewives of Atlanta will be back because they did not come
Ooh.
on the 4th of July
We gotta
weekend. But
watch. Right. We
we
gotta
got to
watch.
watch because this is the week that Marlo getting ready to get rid of these nephews. And I want to know what happened for her to put her nephews out. So You guys, please follow both myself, Kiss My Cheeks TV, and Beans at Blissfully Single
Yes.
Bean. It's
Single
the same everywhere. I
bean.
believe Instagram. We're both on Twitter. We both tweet a lot about the shows and have a good time on,
Right.
and on YouTube. And also, Beans, tell them about your blog.
Yes, my blog is blissfullysinglebean.com. It's a single mom blog where I'm blogging about everything being a single mom. I'm a traveling single mom because I work with corporate events. So if you can relate to it, just pop in and give me your ones, two, 3 cents and follow my blog. I'd appreciate it. I need
And
it.
pretty much
I need
tonight
it.
is a preview. We're giving you a preview of all the content to come. These are all the trailers.
Yes.
We will be
Yes.
reviewing all of this. So go ahead and hit
Yes.
subscribe. We're talking about it. So we're saving the rest of our voice for tomorrow night. Get your liquor stocked up because we will be drinking tomorrow night. So have a good one.
Have a good one. Good night, everybody. Bye bye. Watch this. These are my confessions. Watch this.